2, and they've got it here with a first down. From the gun, here's Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Newton. Dancing to his left. Caught left side by Funchess. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Newton. And it's caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jarius Wright, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Point after now from Catanzaro. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And it's now 14-0. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, a 22.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down.
Reset.
On second down, here's Miller. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more from Charlotte after this. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. On first down, Watson eluding the pressure right. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Thomas Davis.
Well, some news that gave us a chuckle, and we could all use that around the holiday season. Josh Johnson, a great story. He was back home in Oakland when the Redskins called to see if he'd like to join him for the remainder of the season. So how did he get to know his new teammates? Well, what did he do? He turned to the Madden game, Charles.
Yeah, and that's how you learn who they are, right? Learn what they do, have some tendencies, get some ideas about their speed and what they do well and maybe what they don't do so well. And it really helped him acclimate and got himself a big victory in Week 15 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. How about the bloodline of Josh Johnson, though? Also related to Marshawn Lynch of the Oakland Raiders and Marcus Peters of the Los Angeles Rams.
Pretty good company. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. To throw on second down is Newton. Looking long for Thomas. He got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that one results in 35 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Do something. 20. Hey,
On first down, Newton. Wright's got it. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Hey! Set. 180. Express. Gun. Line 55. Hey, eat.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Go.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Gun. What is?
From the gun, Newton. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They snap it to Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. Now a timeout taken.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the red zone now, Newton. Forced out to his left. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? And while that play was unsuccessful to start the second half, I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do running the football. Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit differently, but that doesn't necessarily mean you just go to the pass and do nothing else.
On second down, here's Newton. Wide open receiver complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for the Panthers. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Ready? 20. Express. 55 is mine, guys. 55. Hey.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. 31 yards, and the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point good by Catanzaro, and it's now 21-0. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Julius Peppers coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Set. Green the line. Green the line.
Watson off play action. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at their own 44.
Everyone's got 4. 4%. 180.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Set. Set. 180.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
Set. 180.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Set. 180.
Operating from the gun, Newton. Complete to right. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
Set. 180.
And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Looking to throw on second down. Newton. His throw caught at about the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. From the gun, Newton. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Gun. Hey! Gun.
Operating from the gun, Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Now Newton. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So that one will be accepted. First down, it's Watson. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep him caught.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Catanzaro now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Able to get away. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Wes Horton in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Off of play action, it's Watson on the move to his left. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Julius Peppers in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his man on the crossing route. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.